Oh,
Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud.
and David Lauer.
Invasion of the Champions. Episode 11, The Bloodbath. What is the Bloodbath, Dave? Is it cool?
Bloodbath,
Do you like it overall?
No, it's actually pretty warm. I mean, this is fresh blood we're talking
Oh,
about here.
God. No.
No, 4 of them are going home, so half of them are going home.
Yeah, 2 guys and two girls. It's interesting to see this. It's totally abandoning the usual structure of any challenge ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This season, I don't know. There's not a set format in every episode. It's just kind of like randomly thrown together.
Yeah. This is the equivalency of watching the Transformer movies. You ever see those films?
I've seen the first one.
Have you seen a flick? Yeah? Bumblebee?
I watched
Right?
a little bit of the second one, but it was pretty bad, so I didn't watch it all.
Okay, well, the point is, when those machines move around, every part is moving, and you're like, this is weird. Like, this design is fucking bizarre, right? But it is a Transformer, so we should be thankful, right? Well, this fucking challenge is the same thing, where everything's moving at the same time. Nothing makes any sense. The
The
champions
rules are
will
always
never fight.
changing.
Yeah.
You don't know what to expect next.
Yeah, so
We don't even know like how the final is going to be run.
Yeah.
We don't know how many people are going to be there.
no clue. So we're just in a bizarre funhouse. The producers are fucking going out of their minds because they're like, holy shit! The episode before dipped by a lot. I didn't want to talk about numbers because Dave doesn't like to talk about the TV numbers, but they did dip, and the show's been doing kind of bad. But hey, whatever.
I don't think it's been bad, but there's been... I thought it was kind of good the way they did it with Bananas and saving that. Like, that had to have helped ratings, I feel like.
It
But
didn't,
then the episode after that, once Bananas was gone...
well, yeah, the episode where the previous one, yeah, that dipped. Even though it ended on a to be continued, we're like, is
Everybody
Bananas
changed
gonna
the
get...
channel after 4 minutes because Bananas is such a big draw.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe
Bananas
maybe
is money. That's why they want him on the
Holy
show.
shit.
I hate to admit it, but he probably does bring in a lot of people.
All right, and I haven't looked at the numbers for this episode, to be fair.
But Darrell is growing. He's getting more popular. He's
That's true.
not quite at
And
the
there's-
fame of Bananas.
Yeah, and but the thing is, the question is, what's the bloodbath? And we weren't sure what it was, and are people going to tune in to see what exactly that's about? I mean, this is truly bizarre. This is going to be, we're going to lose 2 people, one through losing a mission, getting
Yep.
last place, and then another one in the elimination, a three-way,
Three-person, yeah.
3-person, yeah. It's crazy, man. Should we start from the beginning?
Yeah. And it's basically, it's just like back at the party where TJ told him there's going to be a bloodbath. And it's kind of all their reactions. And a lot of the challengers, they all kind of look scared. Like Nelson, Hunter. They're like, oh, man.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I was thinking about it. A lot of it was like Corey and Nelson saying, like, hey, we're going to do this. The both of us. We're going to get to the end, right? Ashley saying, like, yeah, bring it on. I want to have one of those, those... What she was describing was a morning star, I believe, with the big ball with spikes on it on the end of the chain. Yeah. So after a while, I was like, no, I'm looking forward to this. Nobody seems to be truly scared of it.
Well, it was like Amanda and Ashley both seemed really hyped for it.
Yeah.
But like them at the party when the news actually hit them, before they were able to be like, okay, I need to, get psyched up for this.
Yeah, but well, the other point is that these are all the best of the best. I like every player in this episode.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah. So this
And
is
I don't
gonna
know
be
who's better. It's like Corey, Nelson, and Hunter and Shane. Like that's such. Who's the best person out of that group? Like which guys would do better in a final? It's hard to say. But
What
like
else
at
is
the party,
happening?
there's
more shit.
Corey and Camilla like flirting and kissing and making out, and Camilla saying that she's more of a player than Corey is a player.
Yeah, so it evens out or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That means nobody gets hurt, right? Is that what she said?
She's just playing with Corey.
No, you know what? She's
Corey's
saying
kind of a man
they're
slut,
both
because
yeah.
Camilla doesn't hook up with somebody on every season. She kind of did with Devin last year, though, didn't she?
Did they?
I think they did.
Now hook up. I mean, they didn't bang, did they?
I think they did.
Did they?
I wouldn't have doubted it. It's Camilla.
Well, I missed that. All I saw was the
Well,
makeup.
I feel like they're gonna do it behind closed doors, and the producers will look the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camilla's got that clout.
And
And then they cut to like Laurel and Nicole making out.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like Laurel was so adamant in turning down Nicole at first, and then for whatever reason, without explanation, she's just totally in love with Nicole now. Now they're just like drunk and making out and flirting.
You know what? It might have been Nicole thinking, let Laurel get it out of her system. Let her feel superior. You know what I mean? Like, let her fucking, you know.
She's letting out the anger.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they break up with you, they want to feel like, oh my gosh, they totally want me. I am rejecting them. I am in power, and I will
she
leave
wanted
in
the
power.
upper hand in the relationship.
Yeah.
She wanted Nicole, like, pawing after her like a puppy, like, pay attention to me, like me. She likes having this control over her.
After this war, I'm going to leave a couple of my troops there and, you know, make you fucking convert to my nation and shit like that. You know, so to fucking, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what that means.
But no, but what I wrote down, I see, is that this was a showman's. Do you agree? After it's all said and done, was this a showman's?
Yeah.
I think so, because Laurel can play the game physically and mentally and politically, but she knows it's a fucking TV show. She's been involved in storylines every season that she's on. This girl is fucking priceless. Her stocks are huge because, like, that's why you want her on. And the crazy thing is, she's only done, like, what, 5 of these now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. So, good.
But Laurel's back, and she's getting tons of screen time. She's a big player. Like, she's dominating. She sent home Cara Maria. Like, she's undefeated in elimination still. It's an incredible record. Like, who's going to be able to beat Laurel? They cut to Shane, CT, and Darrell all sitting in the house. And Shane, they're telling Shane he needs to, like, all right, you need to say, you know, I'm going to smash some skulls and make you eat it.
Yeah.
And Shane's like, no, I'm just going to look weak and win.
That's right.
Try not to get beat up.
Exactly. He's like, I'm really gonna play up this whole, like, I am weaker than you guys.
Yeah.
It's almost like jujitsu, dude. He's using the mind that's, like, you know, the smaller person's gonna use in the octagon of the UFC.
Yep. And he talks about all the other competitors. He's like, they're all the same person. They're all strength, strength, strength.
Yes. That's awesome.
He's like, I'm the most well-rounded fighter. I just hope they don't hurt me. Like, he knows if it's, like, mental, he's got it down.
Yeah.
Like, any kind of, like, thinking or problem solving. Where these guys, Corey, Nelson, and Hunter, are kind of just a bunch of meatheads. They're all brawn. And, like, Shane foreshadows that. And we see that later.
Yeah, so let's get to it's not even a challenge. This is the bloodbath. This is the blood slaughter or whatever it's called, right? Or the underdog.
It's basically an elimination.
Yes, but in the way this works, whoever gets last just leaves.
Yeah.
And then the other 3 have to go into yet another elimination, right? So we're watching 2 eliminations here. Right?
Yep. And I thought it was weird that they were giving out money to the teams earlier in the season. This episode they didn't. Why didn't they do that? Because there was no incentive for getting first, second, or third. Like, it didn't matter if you got third or first. You're just going to the next round. Just have, like, the winner win some money or something. Yeah. Give them some incentive.
It's called Exit. All 4 players are going to be hooked up, and you just got to go around trying to get your puzzle pieces. And really, that doesn't really factor into anything. This is just a straight up puzzle.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Because right in the beginning, they're just trying to pick up the bags. They're kind of swinging around, but it was pretty boring when the guys did it. Like, nothing really happened when the guys were doing it.
Oh, yeah. The guys,
so they just
go first.
Start doing the puzzle. And it's like Sudoku.
Yes. But before all this, when all the champions are standing there and they're like, who do you think's going to win? Or whatever, Laurel is like, I think the 2 people that are going to lose is Corey and Nicole. And I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like, Laurel, such a cold line, but cool.
I thought it was really kind of bitchy. Like, Nicole's the girl that you supposedly are in a relationship with, but she's not even kind enough to, like, pick her. Like, she can't say Amanda or Ashley.
Yeah.
Like, come on. She could have easily picked Amanda, and it would have made sense.
Because she's still playing the whole, like, I have the upper hand game, you know? in all facets of her life, she's willing to do that because she's Laurel, man. Okay, so the guy's heat begins.
They grab all the bags, they throw it over by their puzzle station.
Yeah, and then this puzzle takes for fucking ever, or the guys take forever. Let's say that, right?
And
hey, what is this? Describe this.
It's
to me.
Sudoku basically with all the numbers, and you have to have the columns and rows, and you can't match a number in a column or a row.
Yeah.
So, and there is some counting involved because it needs to add up to a certain number in every direction.
Yeah, but these are like flames, so it's a weird picture.
Yeah.
And is it ever explained though that like with all the tips there are, though that stands for the number? Was it explained?
No, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
I don't think I would have got it. I think I would have tried to look for a pattern, and I never would have thought those are numbers at all. Because I'm looking at just a bunch of flames. That's all I was looking at.
I mean, you could tell by the way it was filled in. It was like Sudoku.
I would completely lose it. I'm like, what do you mean? I would
Where they have certain numbers filled in, they had certain patterns on the board already there. There was like 7 or 8 of them already filled in, so you're just able to be like, okay, I need to... And they were all different ones, so you knew they were all pieces that go on the board, and you can tell you don't want to... It was pretty simple Sudoku to me.
Not to me, no.
Call
me Hunter.
So you don't do puzzles like this?
Yeah. And neither does Hunter, man. Cause
all the guys look like they're struggling, and like...
Oh my god, by how... Oh, okay, it takes until 1:45.
Yeah.
Right? And finally Shane gets it.
Yep.
I was like, good for him, but then I'm like, it did take an hour
It
and
took
45
him forever.
minutes.
Yeah, like he eventually got it, but like he was in a... it was like a tortoise race, but...
Now, what do you have to say about that, though? I honestly feel like this was just a very complicated puzzle. I don't think they would have understood that it was Sudoku. Did TJ actually say, hey, this is Sudoku, whatever?
No.
So, he never said it. Exactly.
You don't even know how to say it.
I never would have... Well, neither did Darrell. What did he say? He said something similar. It's like a Sudoku or something like that.
Yeah. But he knew the words, so that's why he was making a play on words.
Oh man, I'm Hunter.
I know
Darrell.
Sudoku pretty
I can't
well.
Pronounce it. I can't do it.
Like just watching them, I could tell that they were doing it wrong because like they would throw up all the pieces and then they would go row by row and switching stuff around. That's not how you do Sudoku.
Yeah,
you
because
put them all on the floor,
right?
And then you look at the patterns. You look at the ones that are filled in. You're like, okay, this one can go here, and you slowly branch out. And as you're branching out, you're able to advance to next columns and move your way across the board.
Well,
but they would just throw them all up there, and it's like no wonder, because if you switch one while they're all up there, you have to switch a couple other ones, and it's just a chain reaction of moving stuff.
An hour and 45 minutes passes. By this time, the champions, like Darrell's like, I really want them to figure this out because my back hurts. Like they're just like they're standing there, so eventually they get to sit down.
Hunter like tries to describe what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
and he can barely even describe in words what he's trying to accomplish,
and neither
let alone figure it out.
I'm not gonna rip on Hunter like Ashley does here. I'm gonna be like, Hunter, dude, I feel you, man. Give me a fist bump. Your breath smells like Mountain Dew. Why am I not surprised? Is that a hint of Skull? Like, you know what I mean?
Not really.
Well, what else I was going to say is, remember the champs. The champs, they are given nothing to do. This is called Invasion of the Champions, right? Champions, all they have to do is stand there and try and come up with some witty remarks, but they were tired. They were sitting on the ground bored while they were watching this shit happen. So
yeah. Laura was getting pissed.
And Laura's going to get pissed. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I think it takes until 2 hours, and then Corey gets it. Yeah. Were you shocked between Corey and Nelson?
A little bit. I thought Corey would... I thought it was going to be... I don't know. I thought Nelson was going to probably get second, but... I don't know. Hunter, I never had any inclination that Hunter wasn't good at this kind of stuff. Like, I've never seen him do anything stupid before, but I guess he really hasn't had a puzzle. Has he? Like, I've never... Like, I didn't suspect that Hunter would be bad. Well, so Corey gets second.
Yeah, so
Nelson
like,
third, Hunter's last.
Yeah, Nelson barely beats out... Well, I don't know. It really was just like two kind of guys that just didn't get it. I was going to say dumb guys, but I will not say that, because when it's the woman's turn, the women start, and they already know how to do this. In fact, it's going to be solved in about 20 minutes, the first person. But I almost think that the guys were like, oh, I get this puzzle now. This is how it works. And the girls were like, okay, exactly. I don't think it was explained what that puzzle was.
And that's why it took them forever to do it?
Yes, and then the girls, they figure it out. They're like, oh, that's what that is?
No, but you could hear them hollering to him where I think it was Laurel or Camilla. It says it's like Sudoku. You have to count them in a row.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
yeah, she was talking to Shane, and she explained it to Shane.
Let's get on to the women's heats.
Are we going to talk about Hunter crying when he left?
Oh, shit. Yeah, Hunter's gone.
Hunter's gone.
Yeah, well, how did I breeze past
I know.
that? That's
Just
nuts.
trying to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, what? He deserves more.
Hunter's been great this season.
Yeah.
Like, rookie year, he's looked impressive.
He was a force in this house. And I love the fact that he knew it, too. I mean, you know,
Yeah. He expected to get farther than
to an
this.
extent, he's not a puzzle guy. And I wouldn't say I assumed as much because of the accent. No.
Do you think
I'm not
if he
gonna
was
say
told
that.
the directions to the puzzle, he would have gotten it? Or can he just not count? Ashley?
No, I think again, I'm gonna die on this hill and say, you know what? This is where I put my sword down and say they didn't know it was a Sudoku. It took a while before the
I don't think
before
they
the
knew.
champs
I
were
think
like,
they
"Wait a
were
minute,
like
that looks
you.
like a-"
Like, even if you knew it was a Sudoku, you might, if you've never done it before, you wouldn't quite know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think
It
this
takes
is-
practice.
Yeah. All right. So the women though, they breezed by it pretty cool. Wait a minute.
Well,
We do have to
first they
say-
start off when they're picking up the puzzle
Right,
pieces,
yeah.
and Jenna and Nicole are all tangled up.
That's all Nicole. I think she tried to get Jenna caught, right? Because she wanted to keep someone there while she got her own puzzles, almost to have an edge over Jenna.
I think she was just a klutz. I don't know. Maybe it was intentional.
No, I think it was intentional. Because
But
CT
she eventually
was
got
saying, like,
out.
Nicole, you're hurting yourself. That's what he was saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so I think Nicole, that was a weird strategy that she had. But in the end, it's a puzzle. It doesn't really matter, right? Not too much. I feel
Well,
like this is just a
You
weird...
do want a head start on it. Like, you want to get all your bags,
I
so that way you
suppose.
can get a head start.
I suppose, but like once you get your bags, you unhook, and then it's easier for everyone else. But it's only that much of a head start.
But if
you
two
know?
people are really good, it can matter.
Yeah, I guess.
But Ashley, she gets all her pieces first.
Yeah,
She gets all
there
her
first.
bags. Like, that was impressive by Ashley. Like, her boyfriend is kind of dumb compared to her, because Ashley figured out right away.
No. She got the puzzles together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah. And again, I'm like, big deal. Like, this really isn't about that at all. It's kind of an odd inconvenience at the very beginning. They should have had them race up and down to the beach and back for the puzzle pieces. This is just kind of silly to me, a little bit. Like a Jolly Jumper or something like that.
Yeah, there wasn't much for them to do swinging around.
Yeah. I mean, it really didn't... It looked kind of cool when I think it was Ashley, like, scraping across the sides trying to pick up bags and stuff. But that's about
But
it.
there was only a couple moments like that,
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
the fucking wire work, it wasn't up there with, like, The Matrix or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You know, I wouldn't put it up there. Not even Charlie's Angels, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what? The great thing about it is Amanda, I guess she did have a bit of a problem. It was more than an inconvenience, but she didn't mind. She's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm fucking smarter than these chicks.
Yeah.
I'm going to solve this shit. Yeah.
She's like, it doesn't matter if I'm last. Fucking dominate this.
And,
thing.
yeah.
She does.
She
It was
solves it.
crazy.
20 minutes, starts flipping the bird. Middle fingers, both
Yeah.
middle fingers, out to everyone. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
And that's kind of just all she does, right? Amanda's kind of cool, but at the same time, she kind of is just like a... Her personality is she just tries to be kind of a snot at times, just to have any personality. Because I don't feel like she does a whole lot, but then she just acts like a snot, and I was like, yeah, I guess that's her thing.
I think it's... you know what? I dig it. I like it. I
don't
think
feel
it's
like
legit.
she
I think
has-
it's a tactic of hers.
I think if she had more of a sense of humor, then I would appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, she's definitely really bitchy this season. She's
Yeah.
very bitchy.
She never says anything that funny.
But she's also kind of talking shit the right way. Like, I like her, and especially when it comes to the next rounds, you know?
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
be
she's
great.
a great competitor.
Um,
I'm just dissing her personality and lack thereof.
I like it. Amanda, she played awesome, said shit, and she looked good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, she looked good, but I don't feel like she brought a whole lot. Not as much as Ashley does.
I'm just saying this because a couple episodes, whenever we're like, oh yeah, she's hot, I'm always like, come on, man, must we objectify these women? Let's describe their personalities. But I just wanted to say it out loud.
You're just
so it's
harping
actually
on it
there.
again.
That is actually on there that I thought Amanda was hot. Because I think she might be the coolest one here out of the underdogs.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Jenna,
I like Jenna, though.
you could have her.
Okay.
And then
I
the
like Jenna.
fucking feminist is like, you can't just buy and sell women, even if it is in your fucking
We're
stupid
just saying hypothetically,
hypothetical podcast. Not even then, sir. Takes out the mace. Yeah.
If hypothetically we were on the challenge, that's who we would go for if we were, the rookies.
Yeah. It's
probably be like Nelson and
locker room talk.
Sylvia, and Sylvia just turning down Nelson. That would be us.
Oh, that's true. Oh god, we go through the house just tearing down shit. Oh my god, literally 700,000 people just saw me get rejected. What the fuck? What's happening? Oh, Amanda, she fucking wins. Awesome.
Ashley's second.
Ashley is second. Yes.
That was fucking impressive by her. She was really good. She got second or first place getting all the pieces together, and then she figures it out pretty quick. Like Amanda got it first, but it was neck and neck.
Right.
Like Ashley almost did it.
And you know what? I kind of, for some reason, I'm like, there's no way Ashley's gonna lose. She is driven, and even the way she has to express that is like she comes off very schizophrenic. CT's saying like, yeah, she's like having this argument with herself and stuff and pacing and shit like that. But I'm like, no, that's her. That's Ashley and Smashley trying to join forces. You know what I mean? Yeah. What else? Oh, and then it comes down to Nicole or Jenna. And at this point, Laurel is just yelling at Nicole, right? Isn't she just saying like, what are you doing? Don't call it if you think you know it. Call it if you think you know it. And then she doesn't call it. So she's like, oh, what the fuck? So clearly Nicole didn't know it. Like Laurel was just losing her shit.
Well, Laurel started off really nice before she turned all mean. Because at first she's like, okay, you just need to relax. Just figure it out. Or whatever. And then like, she's like, and Nicole just settles down. She's like, I got Laura here. She's my rock. And then it all just melted down from there. Where Laurel's like turning away and storming off, screaming at her.
Turned into molten rock, man. Fucking turned on her. And you know what? Laurel really came off as just like a complete like diva sort of chick, you know? Like
she needs to just do kind words of encouragement.
Well, I don't even think it was that. I think it was because everyone is tired of seeing people trying to figure out this puzzle. Because sure, Ashley and Amanda in like 20 minutes or so, who knows with these
they should have just been polite and sat there quietly and let them think.
Yeah,
it should have been like a library type atmosphere, like no talking.
Did it have to be
like
quiet
a golf
in tennis?
course? No, but if you're polite you would be.
Yeah.
So Nicole basically she finishes it before Jenna, and Jenna's gone. And that sucks. This is the first time Jenna has ever been eliminated in an elimination round.
Yeah.
And it wasn't technically like a one-on-one battle.
No, it wasn't.
So, this kind of keeps her record clean, I think. You can't really count this because it was 3-on-1 she got ganged up on.
Yeah. But at the same time, a puzzle, I don't think she would have solved it anyways, right?
No, I don't think she was gonna. She's not good at puzzles.
Yeah.
They had to do that thing on Bloodlines. Outside of that old Olympic Stadium in Germany, where they had to do that thing, and her and Brittany reached the time limit, then they just said, go on in.
Brianna,
what'd I say?
Brittany,
what
you always say. Yeah, and that was for final money, and she was just like, fuck it, like, I'm gonna get paid anyways. You never said I had to finish. See?
But it sucks for Jenna, because she's been awesome. She's made it to 3 finals in a row. But we have learned a lot of stuff about Jenna where she's not very good at the eating things and the puzzles.
Yeah.
And you almost didn't want Jenna on that team because she's proven to be weak in those areas. I feel like Ashley and Nicole and Amanda are both stronger than Jenna. I feel like Jenna really is the weakest person on
their team.
They're more
well-rounded. Jenna's
they're all more
good
shamed.
At physical shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Jenna's gone. Ashley does say, Looks can't solve puzzles. Oh shit!
I know.
Oh,
She
fuck.
like when Hunter gets sent home, Ashley or Amanda has something snotty to say about Hunter,
Yeah, that's right.
and then they got snotty stuff to say about Jenna when
Yeah.
Jenna's leaving.
Yeah.
Like they're just talking shit to these people. Like be like, hey, you're on my team. It's sad to see you go.
You know what this reminds me of? It is Coral and Veronica, Tina and Rachel. Remember, they would just rip on everyone. They would kind of run the house. Plus, they would get the most confessional time because all they do is talk shit. And also how the JEK were. Remember? That's all
Yeah.
Kenny, Evan, Bananas
They would always
do.
pick on people and bully people.
All they
there
would
was
do
a
is,
lot
like,
of
look like-
seasons where it was
yeah.
just bullying certain characters.
Yeah. So you know what? I
Now
find
they're not
myself-
doing it to their face as much. It's always like in a room by themselves, just them and the other girl talking shit, not in front of their face. Because you don't want like a Cheyenne who's going to break down and cry.
Yeah. You don't want any of those snowflakes, right? What else?
But
Oh,
Jenna's
okay.
gone, so they kind of cut back to the house, and Ashley and Amanda are talking
We
shit
forgot
about Nicole.
We forgot TJ's little line of saying like, okay, well, because everyone who survived, and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go to the fortress next, and hopefully there's no puzzles in the fortress. You guys were pitiful. Get out of here. And I couldn't stand it. I was
That
like,
was-
TJ, come on, man.
You
like,
can say that to the guys, but the girl, like,
that's true. Yeah. What the
like
fuck?
it seemed like he was lumping everyone in together.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. Like, he should have called out the guys specifically.
Yeah.
Because
but
the
you know-
guys did a poor job.
You know, TJ doesn't truly acknowledge the women, right?
He's like Bananas in some ways.
All right. Well, back at the house, Camilla
Oh.
Cam. She has like a camera. She's
Yep.
doing interviews, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And she's just going around and she's talking to people about, like, what do you do to get ready for an elimination? And Nelson's, like, in a hot tub with a bubble bath.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then Corey's got the lotion going. Apparently he likes to lotion himself. That's one way to get ready for an elimination. But they just give... And then she kind of goes up to other people like Shane and
Yeah.
pals around and has a good time.
Mhm.
But I think it's kind of funny that when the people on the show do that with the cameras, it's actually way more entertaining than when it's just the producers behind the camera.
Oh my
Because
god.
then people are a lot more lazy. But when one of your castmates has the camera, then you really open up and you start doing crazy stuff.
What if the next challenge is nothing but those fucking handheld? Like, they record their own thing. There's cameras on the walls, and they also wear, what are those called? GoPros.
Yeah.
Every single person wears
On
a
their
GoPro.
head.
Somewhat. Well.
That would be obnoxious. I don't want to look at everyone walking around with a giant GoPro on their head.
They're not giant. They're teeny. They're about the size of a fucking jewelry box, man.
That's
It's
too
not that
big. It
Yeah.
needs to be the size of a button. It needs to
Oh
be
my
a
God.
button on their shirt.
Yeah, yeah. But then every single one thinks that they're the only one with a camera, so they're like, "Hey, come here," talking to the you know, and nobody knows that they're all part of the crew.
They think they've wiretapped the house so they can listen in on each
Yeah,
other.
they're told they're like, okay, this is what you have to do. You have to make sure you're the only one that's going to film this season. You're the only one with a camera. So you got to get all the good shots. You got to create the buzz. You got to pick the fights. You got to do all the shit because you're the only one with the camera. Everything you do, that's the entire show. But little do they know that every single person is recording, you know, for the show. So it's so stupid.
I don't think this idea would be good at all.
Oh man! All right, well let's talk
Let's
about
go to the fortress.
Yeah, let's talk about the fortress. It's called Inside Out, and this is going to be 2 rounds, 3 people. The first ever 3-way fucking
Yeah.
match.
And I thought that was going to happen last year with Rivals. I thought it was going to be a 3-team
Oh, yeah, that's right.
elimination.
That's right.
Because that's what they did. They're like, they go in, and then they're like, nope, pick a skull, and whoever gets a white skull doesn't have to go in.
Yeah.
So that kind of tricked us, and it thought like, hey, a 3-team or 3-person final would be awesome. And now we finally get to see our first one. I think they should have done this sooner.
This is cool, the idea, but what they actually have to do, I didn't really care for. But we'll get
I
into
was
that.
okay with
Well,
that.
I was okay with it. I'm not like super.
I wasn't wowed by it,
Yeah, I didn't love it. Right.
but
I
like,
need to love it.
would it be if it's something strength? It kind of has to be like that because otherwise you're gonna end up doing a puzzle.
No,
or something.
No, they didn't have to go against each other the entire time. They could have been given some sort of, I don't know. They had to climb a rope and like pull some weights, and then maybe put in a puzzle. Then, you know, but you don't have to. They didn't
Just
have
make
to go
it like
against
a
each other.
giant tower that's rock climbing, and you have to go up to the top or something at the end.
I guess what I'm saying is the way that this is put together with the 3-way pulling thing, like they're first harnessed to each other, that encouraged collaboration, and you know what I mean? Like straight up, like how do you think that would have worked? Remember the Duel episode 1? One of the very first missions they ever had. Well, I'll try and jog your memory. They were all in a circle, and in the center, they were all connected to this fucking one wire. So eventually, they had to form groups and collaborate and work against each other. Do you remember any of that at all?
No.
No? Well, this was gonna work out the same way. This design, it's never gonna fucking work. They had to collaborate and screw one person over. Is what I'm saying.
Well, the guys didn't have to. In the girls' case, yeah,
what
they
do
did.
you mean? They did. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't like struggling forever and then figuring it out. But yeah, I guess you're all right. It was similar like that. But like that was the smart thing about it, where it was like, okay, now you can kind of just pick the person you want to get rid of, and you're done. But it's still not over, because then you have to go 1-on-1 with the other person.
Yeah,
and that's when it got interesting, and that was the best part to me.
Right, yeah. It was the promise of like, oh, yeah, this, for things to come. But I don't know. Like, either way, this
but all the girls,
you're going to have to cut each other's throat to win that, right?
Well, yeah, you have to work in a team. It's not really cutting someone's throat. It's just working as a team. But you have to decide who's going to do it. Yeah. And they're sitting there, and they're all dug in, and they're all gassed out. And it took them forever to finally realize this. Like, this was not something that just popped in their head immediately. The girls had to show the guys what to do, basically.
Yeah. There's some awesome stuff, though.
Yeah, Ashley, she's just like, hey, we're not going to do this. We need to drag her towards the middle over here, far away from her bell, and then we'll just go for it.
Yeah,
and that's what they do.
Yeah, but like, could you remember Nicole when she turns around, digs her heels in, and starts pulling? It's fucking amazing.
It was a physically impressive thing to do.
Very impressive. But she wouldn't do anything when she pulled.
Like,
right?
There was no logic to it. It doesn't help you in any way in this game.
Yeah.
She's just tiring herself out. She's not getting any closer by doing it.
Right.
She maybe got like a foot closer.
Yeah, she should have been pulling and then jumping back at least a little, like 6 inches. Dig herself back in again.
I don't even think that would have mattered. You're trying to pull 2 people. That's so much more than you. There's no way you're going to be able to pull someone. You have to figure out the team thing. I just don't get why Ashley and Amanda took so long to figure it out.
Yeah,
but they do.
And remember, Ashley was like crying because like the fucking thing was cutting into her harness. Remember that happened to Cara Maria when she went against what's her name, Hurricane Knight and Free Agents. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
like she had all those terrible bruises and shit.
Yeah, those harnesses. That's a lot of pressure pulling on you.
Yeah. So this happens for 30 minutes. Then finally, Nicole and Amanda and Ashley say, "Let's work together," because even the crowd, the group, remember, they would tell Nicole as soon as they were pulling, they were helping out Nicole. They were cheering Nicole on, not those two. You know,
it's because of Laurel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Laurel turned all the champs on Nicole's side.
Oh, shit.
And plus, like, Ashley and Amanda are just like the bratty new chicks on the block. So like Camilla and Laurel.
Yeah, I see that. That's a good point. But yeah, so as soon as they work together, they're pulling Nicole all the way past her own, past the middle part or whatever. But eventually, Ashley gets it. And everyone's like, oh shit, Ashley pulled a fast one over everybody. Fucked everyone over, you know?
But Ashley just won it at the end. You know, yeah, she talked Amanda into doing it, or at least it was her to say it.
Someone had to win.
Yeah, right? Someone had to do it, but she outmaneuvered her. Like, once they got her and they got within distance, she just ran over a bell and rang it. Yeah. Like, Amanda was supposed to do the same thing, but she didn't.
Right. So, yeah, but people were saying, like, oh, she fucking, played everyone. I'm like, well, someone had to win. Like, are you going to say Amanda played Ashley? No.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they would have to, because they wouldn't know any better either.
But they weren't really playing each other. That was the plan.
Oh, like, yeah. I'm saying that they were wrong. Like, for throwing Ashley shade, saying, like, oh, you fucking bitch. And shit like that.
That's true. I agree with that.
All right, so, but Nicole just starts talking shit instantly. She's like, all right, let's go to round 2. Like, just talking shit to Amanda. And I'm getting stoked for this. Because Amanda, she doesn't back down either, you know? But Amanda's real fucking calm and collected going into round 2, I felt, right?
Yeah.
Was Amanda really getting in Nicole's face? Not really, right?
I don't remember.
I think she was playing it cool.
No. This time there's a super short rope, and that's connecting the two players.
Yeah. It's super crazy. So you got to get both, whoever gets out of the circle first.
Yeah.
Right?
But both you're feet. Within like arm's reach of the other person, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So you're in close quarters with them, and you have to just get out of the circle. So there's no bell this time. It's just get out of the circle. 2 feet on the ground.
It was awesome. I thought this whole thing was fucking cool. Best 2 out of 3, right?
Yep.
And it was like instant replay the very first
they
time.
both like run and dive.
Yeah.
Like trying to get out first.
And I thought Amanda got it.
So
because
did
her
I.
foot hit first, her right foot, but her left foot landed on the rope.
Yeah.
And from then just stopped.
Yeah.
Right?
Got hung up on there. And I thought she landed like with her knee maybe when I first watched it. And I'm like, maybe a knee counts as a foot.
Yeah.
But Nicole gets that super close one, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
So Amanda, she's got to get 2 in a row now. Or she's going home.
Yes, and round 2 was fucking awesome because Amanda, how do you describe it? Did she just kind of give you slack and edge you to the end? Like,
no.
how did it work?
It was just Nicole being stupid and Amanda outsmarting her. Amanda suddenly just gets this look in her, or Amanda gets this look in her eyes like, I'm going to outplay you, I'm going to outsmart you. And all she's doing is like, Nicole's backing up to get closer, but when Amanda is got that 2 feet or whatever, a rope, and she's in the opposite direction, she's able to take 2 or 3 big steps and run and get momentum by playing that distance game. Where there's never any slack for Nicole. Amanda just keeps doing that, and she'll kind of ricochet herself and kind of go out for it. And she just outsmarted it. She got to the end, and she just shrugged her off and just ran.
Yeah, and it was awesome. I was like, oh, shit, Amanda, you're so fucking smart. And everyone was like, you know, mad kudos for her, man. Like, that was fucking cool. So round 3, and I'm fucking stoked. I am totally rooting for Amanda at this point. I am.
Yeah.
I am
like, too.
Send.
She would be awesome in a final. Her and Ashley.
Oh, shit.
They were both good at the puzzle.
So then Amanda goes for that same move again, right? And it almost works, but at the last second, Nicole yanks her. Like, she's pretty close to fucking getting outside,
she pulls her from getting out and
Yeah.
just throws her to the ground.
And then, so Amanda decides to stay there because Nicole can't seem to pull her then. But instead, Nicole flattens herself out and scoots backwards so that her toes will get out that way. And that was brilliant. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was like
it was
a good
so heavy and smart.
And,
It was like, oh, that was a good strategy.
Yeah.
She got the takedown, and then she kind of held her down and then pushed away from her.
Yeah. So, shit. Nicole and Ashley are going to be a team or whatever? That's crazy.
Yeah.
2 fucking almost opposites, right?
How will they work together?
I think they'll work together good, though. No, those are the 2 best, probably. I mean, Amanda's awesome. I would like her to be up there, but in the end, that's still a solid team, right?
But Nicole was really bad at the puzzle. So, do we want...
Oh,
I would
shit,
rather have
and Amanda
Amanda...
was the best at the puzzle, yeah. Fuck. Good point. Yeah.
But Nicole's going to make it.
I wanted you to win, Amanda.
Poor Amanda.
She's
so we lost Hunter and Amanda, and they're both really good.
Oh, and
Jenna. Can't forget about Jenna. I completely forgot about Jenna for a second there.
Yeah, bye Jenna. Bye Amanda. Amanda, I believe you for one about that you would help your father if you were to win this money. Dave, however, says bullshit.
I don't feel like Amanda would give any money to her father.
Oh
She seems really mean. All she does is pick on people and bully people.
What? That's strength.
Amanda is
under that
strength.
Under that hard
picking
shell
on the weak
is a love for the weak.
Ganging up on people you're outnumbering.
That's
mental
all she warfare.
Does.
That's all it is.
Mental warfare. She's ganging up and bullying Nicole.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think she would give any money to her dad. I think she has a cold heart.
No, shit. Oh my god. All right, well.
I don't buy it. She's full of crap. She didn't make any money anyway, so.
Men's Heat. This is crazy, because going into this, Shane and Nelson are like, hey, we gotta work together. And
Shane's like, okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna both drag Corey to our side, and then we're just gonna go for our bells, and whoever gets it gets it.
Right. Meanwhile,
and Corey
Shane and
is
Corey
like, yeah.
and Nelson are like, Same plan, right? So it starts off, and I just remember Shane getting tugged backwards, like almost landing on his ass.
Yeah.
Like he completely gets
Nelson
lifted off the
was
ground.
like full bore running, and Corey also goes towards the middle. Corey's going towards the middle, expecting Nelson to go towards the middle as well.
Mm.
But Nelson goes straight for his bell, while Corey is going off to the side. And then Shane is over here going towards his.
Mm-hmm.
But he just outmuscled. He was so fast and powerful when he did it.
Yeah. Nelson gets the bell. That's
Corey's
a whole lot of
pissed.
controversy.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, Shane is smiling, and he's like, dude, like, I'm a snake, look at you, you're a snake. But I also feel like Shane wasn't pissed. He's like, this was gonna happen, something had to happen, right? It was such a crazy moment, and I also applauded Nelson. I'm like, I felt it was fine. Did you not like it? Were you against it?
I was fine with it.
Yeah.
Because he played to win. That's what he should have done.
Because I was like, Shane, that was the idea. Shane probably would have done the same thing,
Well,
too.
yeah, Shane
right?
wanted to do that. That's what he was going to try and do. Didn't he want Nelson or Corey to kind of go towards his side?
So they both went to their own. Corey and Shane didn't even go to their respective spots. They went to the middle, assuming Nelson would
Shane
do it.
did go for his bell.
Did he?
Yeah, but he didn't have a partner with him.
So Shane was going to betray.
He was going to betray anybody.
Yeah. Well,
He was just going to work with someone, and he thought they had a deal, but it didn't work out.
Brilliant though. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
But like Shane, you got to be happy with this because that means it's you versus Corey, and I think he has a better chance against Corey because they're similar in size. Because I think Nelson's a little bigger and stronger.
Yeah. That's yeah. Wow. What a
As
silver
they're
streak.
bickering with each other, Shane says, "I'm just looking for gasoline to pour on the fire here," and like try and get them after each other.
That's right,
they're
yeah.
Corey and Nelson are pissed at each other. Like it was just like the night before or 2 days before, they were showing Corey and Nelson sitting in their room, joking around,
Yeah.
palling, being friends.
Yeah.
And now, like Nelson's he's in it for himself.
And they start pushing. And I'm like, holy shit, that wasn't just like one like TV sort of push. That's a heated fucking moment.
Corey comes up and pushes Nelson first, and Nelson immediately fires back and pushes Corey.
I mean, we could be looking at a fucking DQ, huh? Do you think?
Possibly.
Do you think someone who would be the quickest to throw? I think Corey would, because
I
Corey
think he
does.
initiated it.
So if there is a DQ, I assume Corey's the one that throws.
But Nelson's
Although
already
Nelson
advanced.
shoved though, right?
Yeah,
that's
they
a
both
huge.
did.
Who?
Did they both get
Yeah,
eliminated?
but first, didn't you say Nelson? Right?
No,
Nelson
Corey.
shoved.
It was Corey. It was
Corey
the
shoved first.
guy who first ran in and shoved Nelson.
If nothing happens, if it's just heated but it's like it's scary, if people are frightened about it, then TJ will be like, well, technically, whoever shoved first is out of here, so you're out of here. You know what I mean? We can't. Like what you both did was bad.
I feel like it has to be both of them. Because don't they do that in the past?
I don't think they will. I think they'll have the person who instigated the shoving. They'll be tossed out, and Shane will be with the other guy. So Shane and
So Shane won't
Nelson.
even have to do a round two.
No,
Shane's
no.
automatically moving on.
his round two was throwing the gasoline on the fire, getting them all stoked
That's
up
how he
and
won
shit.
it.
Shane is fucking awesome, and we'll see what happens next episode because it's like cut to black and
Yeah, I was really hoping to get an entire episode this time, and I was expecting it. And when this happened, I was shocked.
yeah,
And I was really annoyed. Like, come on, let us see
Yeah.
the finish.
yeah.
And you know what? I feel like this happened in editing. Because look back at this episode, what did we have? We had some weird scenes with Camilla having the camera, going around talking to people. That's something that should have been on the shit they should have shown.
Oh,
But not this episode. They could have edited some of that stuff out, and they could have showed us the finish of this episode, but they chose not to.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of filler in there instead of
Yeah.
seeing what we wanted to see. All in the name of the diving ratings, apparently. They need to have a cliffhanger.
These cliffhangers aren't working, producers. I'm sorry to say, but whatever. Well, that's the end of the episode.
Yep. I'll have to wait till next week to see the finish of the bloodbath.
Yeah. And then, what do you think? Well, that would be episode 12, and then I assume there's 14 episodes this season, but I'm not sure.
That sounds right.
And since it's
really
a
thought
3-day
about it.
final, do you think we're going to see the final in the next episode? At least the very beginning of it? Because
I don't think so. I think the end would probably be like, okay, get on a plane. We're going to go here for the final. And then they'll go to a hotel room or something.
Oh, okay.
And then we'd see that. And be like, oh, yay, they're in an airport. Seen it before.
Exciting stuff happened. I just really wish we would have saw the full extent of
Yeah. It was a really good episode up until that ending.
Yeah.
Bye, Jenna. You'll be missed. So long. She didn't do any funny business with, what's his name, Bruno. That never happened. Ashley was being a mean girl again. Amanda.
No, it happened.
Making up rumors.
It happened. I dusted for Prince. He was definitely down there.
No. That is absurd. All they've done is talk shit all season long, and you're believing it, and you're like, oh yeah, it had to have been true. It's like they always lie.
Because Amanda told me so, and I like
you
her.
have no reason to believe her.
Amanda,
She's
I'm so sorry.
you.
Goodbye, Amanda. I hope your father gets better. I truly do.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, whether you believe she'll take care of her father or not doesn't change the fact that the dad is sick, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm still rooting for him. I'm rooting for him extra hard because I don't think his daughter is nice enough to help him.
How about this? If she wins, he'll just be happy enough to, like, really put a pep in his step, and then pretty soon the nurses are like, your father was out in the garden, and, like, he's just happy that you won.
He got the mail this morning.
He wishes that you would come around and, now that you have free time and you have all this money, but it's fine, A postcard is fine. That would have been good, but a phone call is fine.
Yeah,
that would have been good, but the text got him up. Right. He's in the garden because of that text. Thank you, Amanda.
Maybe she's going to move in and help him live, Start cooking him breakfast in the morning. Would Amanda do that?
Oh, gosh. Now I got to live
Could
with
she
the
be a
dad,
caregiver?
too.
I don't know.
I guess I could look past that. Yeah. I'll make it work.
She could put on a hot nurse's outfit. That's the only way it would work for me. I don't think she's that nice of a person.
She is.
She's kind of like Laurel. A little cold-hearted.
Scratch your eyes
a little
out
calculated.
if you talk bad about my Amanda ever again. All right,
I'm going to miss Jenna more.
All right. And then Hunter. Bye, y'all.
Hunter, yeah. I thought it was going to be Nelson or Corey leaving. I really did. And then I was not surprised when Jenna went home because I was like, puzzle, that's not something she's going to excel at.
No. But yeah.
That was it.
This is, like.
Comment.
Subscribe.
And then comment again.
Yeah.
No, don't comment. I don't know. This is kind of a boring episode, I feel like, because there was not a whole lot to talk about.
You don't know. It was a good episode. It's just that our enthusiasm right now is dying down.
It is.
So
because of the end of the episode was really a bummer.
Yeah, that's true. But until then, it was pretty sweet. But Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud
and David Lauer.